What's up everyone, this is All I Talk is Tech, and today is June 4th, which means tomorrow is Apple's event Wwdc, which basically means that they're going to be having a press conference stating what they're going to be releasing this year, what software is going to be released, what new versions of iOS, possibly versions of watchOS, and other really cool things to talk about. Let's get started. Okay, so tomorrow is WWDC. So WWDC starts at June 5th all the way up to June 9th. So this is Apple's annual event where they basically talk about software, hardware, and all the stuff that's going to be happening the next year. So I'm going to be covering what we're going to be seeing this year in this video. So these are just rumors. Some of these are actually very likely. Others, we're not really 100% sure on what we'll be seeing, but who knows? It might actually happen. So the first rumor is obviously iOS 11. iOS 11 beta should be released tomorrow if everyone's rumors have been correct. That's usually how it goes. Usually on the first day of WWDC is when Apple actually releases the new beta of iOS. And if you want to see what's going to be new in iOS 11, I have a video that I recently made, so go check that out if you want to go see what's new. But I will have a video on how to get iOS 11 beta as soon as it comes out, so stay tuned for that. But what else is new at WWDC? So this event is mainly over software and a little bit of hardware. Now it's not very likely they're going to be having some hardware released, but who knows? But if there is going to be hardware released, we might actually see a new iPad. There are rumors that the bezels are going to be a lot thinner, so this is really cool. We don't really know what's going to be called because the last iPad, the name of that iPad was actually just called iPad. So who knows? Apple's going crazy with all the naming for the iPad, so no one really knows what's going to be called, but it's very possible that Apple might release a new iPad, or at least show that they are making a new iPad, something along those lines. Next up is Home Assistant. So Apple might be making a Home Assistant like Siri. It's going to be like a speaker version of Siri, basically going to be like an Alexa sort of, or like a Google Home, one of those type of things. It's going to be like a smart assistant for your house. It's going to work really well with the Apple ecosystem because rather than using Alexa for your iOS device or Mac or all those devices, you would probably rather use one made by Apple so everything's hooked up fluently and everything just works. So that's what Apple is possibly going to be doing because they're jumping on the bandwagon of a personal assistant like Alexa. Now this is probably going to be used for like Apple TV and things like that. You could probably say what you want to watch, cool things like that. So this is actually pretty interesting. I'm really excited for this. We also might be possibly seeing a new watchOS beta, but that's really all we're going to be seeing is watchOS, iOS 11, and possibly macOS. So this is mainly over software. But something I do want to cover that I think is really interesting that Apple has, this is an awesome hint that Apple basically gave us that night mode or dark mode could be coming to iOS. This is amazing. Huge thanks to iTweaks for finding this. This channel will be down below in the description. But wow, this is amazing. So basically, if you go inside of the Apple Store app, this basically is an app that you can shop for all of Apple's products. What you do is if you triple click the home button, I have it set up on my device, so if I triple click the home button, it goes to invert colors. But if you do it inside of this app, it actually toggles a night mode. So usually when you do invert colors, the colors get all distorted and the whites become black, the greens become purple, and blues become orange. They're inverted colors. So rather than that, on this website, everything that's white becomes black, and everything that's blue becomes orange. And I really like this way this looks, except for the pictures. That's really important because usually when you do invert colors, the colors get all distorted and it doesn't look nice. So just look at this. This looks so cool. All the pictures are normal, but the background is black. Now you did see earlier that the app had to refresh. So if Apple's doing this on their app, they're most likely going to add this to iOS because there's no point in having one feature that's really cool in their app and not add it to iOS. So this is awesome. I'm so happy Apple's adding this. I mean, who doesn't want a night mode? Like really, that's such a cool thing to look at. So that's really about it for today. Also, I do have an Android YouTube channel coming up real soon, so if you do have an Android device and you want to get really cool tutorials like the ones I make on this channel, go subscribe to that channel. I'll have it linked down below in the description. I'm really excited to make Android tutorials. I can't wait to do that, although I'm waiting on the Android phone I'm going to get. I'm not sure if I could get the Galaxy S8, the Google Pixel, HTC. I don't know. I'm not sure what the price range is yet. If you're excited for Android tutorials, make sure you go subscribe to my other channel. It's not going to be active for about 2 weeks, but after that, I'm going to have some pretty cool tutorials on there, so go check that out. Anyways, that's about it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait for iOS 11 and WWDC. As always, peace.